The sun is bright. It's fairly warm. It's an awesome spring day in North Idaho. I realize now that a lot of what has been in the way of me and building a business, if you want to put it in that words, if I want to put it in those words, I don't know, they don't seem to quite fit, but so I'll work on that part later. Figuring out how to talk about it and more accurately convey with my words what it is that I feel. There's so many times when I have the feeling that the words I know how to say and I know how to use don't accurately match up with what I feel inside. What I wanted to say is the stumbling block that has been between where I've been and where I want to be. So between me and a thriving business where I interact with people in ways that help them and help me, and we all feel better because of it, was the underlying belief that I needed to perform somehow, that there was a difference between me being me in my day-to-day life and me sharing in a capacity where people are paying me for that sharing. That belief that I needed to perform was so deeply buried that it's taken me years to find it. I'm so excited now to recognize it because I can work with it more now that I'm consciously aware of it. I can't work with something that I'm not consciously aware of. So now I get to be me and think about how I can pull together things that I've learned in a connected, cohesive way to share them with you. And at the same time, remember always and keep in the forefront of my mind that you learn best, I learned best, each one of us learns best when the concepts or ideas that are being presented, we can figure out how to bring them in personally. If you hear me talk about some idea and it sounds like truth to you, then there's still the piece of how do I translate that idea into action in my life during the minutes of my days. What does this mean in how I think and what I feel and the choices I make minute to minute through the day? So I feel as I think about moving ahead into doing workshops and interacting with you, that it's really important to not plan too much into the time, to go slowly, to allow there to be plenty of space to address what comes up in the moment for each person who's there as much as possible. One of the things that I really don't get is this idea of needing lots and lots of money, 5- and 6-figure businesses and 7-figure businesses. That's what so much of the marketing I'm exposed to talks about. And I don't understand it. I certainly want to have enough money flowing through my life to meet my own needs, to be able to pay for the things that I choose and that I really want to do. But most of all, I want to be excited to get out of bed in the morning. And money has nothing to do with that. So, as I look ahead, I realize that my connection with you is through what brings me joy, and sharing that with you and finding ways to share that. From my perspective now, I can't imagine working with groups of hundreds of people, and that's just fine. I envision myself working with smaller groups where it can be really personal, because that's what feeds me. And then I can help you, if you're interested, to turn around and help other groups, small groups of people. I want to empower you to move forward in the way you want to. Maybe your dream is to speak in front of thousands. Great. If there's any way I can support you in that, I want to. That's not my dream. And I've given myself permission to let my dream be my dream and not need to take on someone else's. I don't need to take on that dream of having a 6 and 7 figure business. I just want to be happy to get out of bed in the morning and share my ideas with you.